Hello everyone and welcome to today's newest video, first uploaded in about 2 months, in which I apologise for that. However, I'm hoping to make it up to you in this video, where we will be covering some tips on how to progress, especially from Diamond to Champion. I've recently progressed into Champion and I've managed to hold my ground. I've got all the rewards for it, and so I'm looking to give you tips from a Champ 1 to everyone. The first tip that we're going to focus on is optimal binds. Alright, so we're going to be getting into our first point, which is optimal binds. And for the first little segment of this optimal binds point, we're going to be actually focusing on your binds that control your car and your car's movement. Now you may feel a little confused because this is from Diamond to Champion, and you may be feeling that you've already got your perfect bind sorted out. You've been with these binds since game launch and you're all ready to progress into Champion straight away. However, if you dig a little bit deeper, you may actually find that you're not on the most optimal binds that you could have. Now you may be wondering what I mean by optimal. By optimal, I mean the most comfortable and also the most efficient for the game. So what I have done is I've actually changed my power slide and air roll from square to L1. So to answer your question of why, you can see on the screen here is where I'm using square for air roll. There is a minor delay when I'm jumping to actually air rolling, whilst on this example you can see that the jump and air roll is simultaneous and there's no delay to them. So I would like to go more in depth with our settings, including things such as camera settings. However, we've got a lot of points to cover, so I think unless you maybe want to see an individual video about that perhaps, then leave a comment down below, and we're going to progress into the next point, which is the ground game. Okay, so when we're talking about ground game here, I'm not talking about dribbles, flicks, that kind of thing, although that does come under the category of the ground game. When I'm talking ground game, I mean basic, not fancy mechanics. So an example of things that come under this ground game category are things like power shots, dribbles, and car control. Things like air dribbles, ceiling shots, flip resets, all these kind of things can follow on after the ground game, but your main priority has got to be the ground game. Otherwise, these other mechanics just aren't going to help you progress from these ranks such as Diamond into Champion. Some good ways to practice these things are through free play, for instance. Lots of pros do this, and it's literally just hop into free play and start smacking the ball around as hard as you can, and eventually you'll be able to nail these power shots quite consistently. Also in custom training, where you can focus perhaps on more individual shots to target those places where you feel that you're lacking in. And also ones is, in my opinion, a really good place to practice these mechanics and to put it into use. So with all that being said, I think it's time to move on to our next point of rotation and boost management. And I thought there's no better way to show you than to give you a champion level gameplay in doubles and give examples of what's going on throughout this game. So the main benefit of rotation is that even if you miss the ball, your teammate's going to be there to back you up. In this situation, we can see my teammate is going to take the ball off the corner. However, he's going to get tackled here, but I'm there at the back to prevent that from getting any worse. And in fact, that actually ends up as a goal for us. And then there's the matter of boost management. Now people can get a bit confused with boost management, thinking that boost management is having 100 boost 100% of the time. But that's not actually the case. In fact, just to make a game-changing save that could only take 13 boost, the fact is that you just need to make sure that you have some boost, especially for those important situations like saves and shots and aerials and things like that. And I think on that note, it's time to move to our final point, don't panic. So it's normal to panic during games. However, when you panic, you tend to make bad decisions, and that can usually cost you a game in Rocket League's case, or it can cause you to make a bad decision which ends up leading to a goal, conceding a goal, or things like that. This is why, especially in Rocket League, which is a very fast-paced game, it's important not to panic, because when you panic, these bad decisions have quite a big impact on the game. If you can stay relaxed during those tense moments, you'll be able to make better decisions than someone who is panicking. Because if you're not panicking, then you can be able to think ahead of certain decisions that are going to happen, certain events, and then this will put you on a competitive advantage over your opponents, and you can be the one playing mind games on them. So I think on that point it's time to conclude the video. I do thank you so much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and comment if you want any improvements on this video. But overall, I do hope you have a wonderful day, keep safe, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you very much.